Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Leo November 7, 2022. The moon spends the day in your sector of home and soul, and you're more inclined than usual to take things to heart. Minor challenging transits today can lead to a scattering of energies and attention. A bit of emotional space makes sense, as you can feel confined if you don't have many options. Too many options, on the other hand, can keep you in a state of indecision. Aim to be fair and draw on your common sense, as there can be a tendency to overdo it. Enjoy yourself, but keep things real and avoid going over the top. Once you're able to focus, the day shapes up to be quite excellent for pouring some special attention and care into your work, duties, or a business matter. You'll find it easy to draw on past work, experience, and wisdom and make it relevant to the present. The universe is promising big shifts of fate. Of all the zodiac signs, you tend to be one of the most flexible, ready to roll with the punches. Eclipse season is always a memorable time, often marking events we remember for the rest of our lives. No one remains entirely unscathed from eclipse season, as we often have to sacrifice something or someone in order to welcome new horizons and opportunities into our world. Solar eclipses are often sweeter and more polite, whereas lunar eclipses are often more emotional and shocking. The eye of the storm is where you stand. What do you need to instill as a foundation in your work and life? Perhaps it is time to intuitively edit your work and life balance or environment while the moon is in mutable Pisces. If you want to make a change, then look toward the moon forming a trine with the Sun, Mercury, and Venus in Scorpio. You may need to swim away from a negative inner monologue or unsupportive frenemies who do not add value to your work life. Afterward, be authentic about what you need in your work life during the lunar sextile with Uranus retrograde and the North Node in Taurus. With the Sun, Venus, and Mercury not only set to join Pluto in your income sector next month, but with Mercury, the first to return, and not only returning early next month but not leaving until February. With Pluto leaving in March, the push to bring things home is just around the corner. With Pluto still in his early weeks in direct motion, there is a chance to look to the future with confidence, but with time on your side. You can make the best of a rotten situation by looking for deeper meaning and staying focused on your goals. In fact, if this could always be the case, there would be no rotten situations. It's possible to look deeper and see the forest for the trees while the aspect of the day exerts its energy, making what we want and what we are able to achieve more aligned. Test your strength when you exercise and acknowledge the part of you that wants things to work out. Welcome to another new day, and today the essence. With this, you can expect the vibration tone to be one of a creative and expressive nature. This provides you the opportunity to communicate through alternative means such as writing, drawing, or music. This can be particularly helpful to you, as speaking your mind doesn't always come easily. Don't hesitate to say where you're at in any situation today. 3. Just do so in a way that works for you. It is not just the moon putting the focus on things close to home today, as it makes its first visit since Jupiter retrograded back in 7 days ago. This is the only visit while Jupiter is in retrograde motion, with a chance to not only become more emotionally and intuitively engaged but to take full advantage of the doors open to the past. A friendly aspect to the Sun and Venus is creating a lot of confidence, harmony, and a more relaxed feel that could make home your sanctuary. While a clash between the Moon and the dwarf planet Ceres might bring some work and life balance reminders today, the timing couldn't be better. This comes just a day before the Moon is due to return for its first visit to your romantic sector since Jupiter left, with a romantically charged weekend ahead that you can't afford to be too busy for. Our eyes in the sky. The day has a magnetically charged influence as the Moon connects to Mars and Jupiter. This might create some extreme dreams or premonitions early in the morning. Because Mars and Jupiter can cause anxiety, this also could cause some tossing and turning or insomnia. The emotional energy slows when the moon enters Aries in the evening. Starting anything new now could be a challenge, and it might even work against you. The advice for today is to rest and take impeccable care of yourself. There's a major emphasis on giving yourself space and time to process your emotions as the lunar energy enters Aries. This is a day when you have to plan and create space to be alone to avoid confrontations. The universe is showing that you may be projecting an interesting image to others this week. Some may see you exactly as they'd like rather than how you actually are, but don't worry about it. Meanwhile, you're about to receive an important message about a new business or financial opportunity. Just make sure to return that call or answer that email. This week is a mixed bag for you. On the one hand, you have sudden, expansive energy affecting your sector of groups and self-employment, suggesting that you're thinking about turning a skill into a profitable business. On the other hand, your house of debt and other people's money comes into play. Don't borrow more than you can afford in order to get this business going. Spending time with family or loved ones could feel physically draining if you don't ground and protect yourself. Everyone's guard is up, and relationships could feel more like a job today. Arguments are possible if you're not careful. The moon brings out strong feelings of vulnerability, but try not to fight against the flow. In the pre-dawn hours, the Pisces moon aligns with Neptune, stimulating our imagination. If we are still asleep, our dreams should be vivid, if not baffling. If we are awake, we'll begin the day slowly, easing ourselves out of the liminal into our morning flow. Take your time getting going to avoid confusion and stress. We risk losing track of important details in haste, as we are sensitive and easily distracted now. You have plenty of moxie when it comes to making over your financial future. The universe could create issues between you and an institution, like your workplace, or between wanting to spend time in the office versus travel. One or the other has to give, or else your money situation will be adversely affected. Proceed with extreme caution. This day lots of energy is concentrated in your relationships. You may be attending more events with your friends and professional acquaintances or networking in a new and creative way to benefit everyone. When considering new ways to earn money, don't count out working from home. It may be all you need now. After sunup, the moon squares retrograde Mars, creating a disconnect between our needs and our passions. On an emotional level, we wish to relax and take things slow. Yet, Mars in Gemini tugs at us like a restless child, prodding us to get in gear so we don't miss the action. With the moon in Pisces, we gain most of our awareness through our feeling state. We are extra sensitive to the world around us. Mars in square can create anxiety, as we believe we should be in two places at once. We can become irritated with others as we compartmentalize in the hopes of streamlining our agenda. Expect a bit of discomfort, but don't take any passing moodiness too seriously.